What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today, doing the continuing my 2021 year-end top 10s as we look at my number 8 super welterweight in the world right now at 154 pounds, the undefeated Russian contender, Magomed Kurbanov. Kurbanov previously wasn't ranked, so he comes into this one, fresh. He's 26 years old. He's a youngster, he's young at this game. He was kind of, didn't really have much going for him outside of his undefeated record. He hadn't really beaten anybody big. And then he got a big opportunity in May of 2021 when he took on Liam Smith, who's a former world champion. And, a lot of people were looking forward to this one. And it was a good, close battle between the two. But a lot of people thought the veteran Liam Smith pulled out the victory. But when it went to the scorecards, Kurbanov walked away with the biggest win of his career as he, got a controversial unanimous decision win over Smith. And that really threw his name into the mix. Now, before the end of the year, he was supposed to fight another former champion in Patrick Teixeira. Excuse me one second. But the day of the fight, he fell sick with a fever, and the fight was postponed. And now they're talking about rescheduling the fight on in February. I haven't heard anything yet. It's getting close to mid-January here, so I haven't heard anything yet about that. But I'm hoping we hear something soon about that fight getting rescheduled, because that's going to really, outside of him and Liam Smith fighting in a rematch, this is really going to be a testament to see how good he really is. So, he's got a lot to prove, but his stats, he's number 2 in the WBO, so he's knocking on the door. He's 22-0 with 13 knockouts. So he's got decent power, but he's really knocking on the door, and he's right there trying to prove if he belongs with the big dogs in the super welterweight division. And again, it's a division that looks like it could be wide open at any moment. So if he can beat Patrick Teixeira, he guarantees himself, in my opinion, a title shot, or he's right there next in line, because Tim Tszyu's the number 1 contender right now for the WBO title. But Charlo and Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano are attempting to unify belts to become undisputed in their rematch in February. Or in March, I'm sorry, that fight's taking place in March most likely. If the winner of that fight decides to move up to middleweight or give up a couple belts, I really think one of the belts they're going to be giving up is the WBO title, because Tim Tszyu is a serious threat and he's not a PBC guy. Both Charlo and Castano are PBC guys, and they would probably want to fight within their own, within their own bracket, so to speak. I was fucking there. With their, in between their own bracket right there, like their stable of fighters. And, you're going to have Erickson-Lubin lined up for a title shot, or the winner of Erickson-Lubin and Sebastian Fundora. So there's going to be good fights to make if like, say, Castano wins. Castano, if he wins, I'm not sure if he moves to middleweight just yet. He might want to make more of a statement at junior middle. So he might give up a couple belts and fight, within the PBC, whoever their top contender is for one of the belts. If Charlo wins, I think he's moving up in weight, and he's probably going to give up all 4 belts, to be honest with you, or at least a couple. And again, I really believe the WBO is going to be one of the belts that he gives up. So that lines up a guy like Magomed Kurbanov. That lines him up. If he beats Patrick Teixeira in the first half of the year, he could be challenging Tim Tszyu for the vacant title in the second half of the year. So I think there's a really strong chance of that, and we just got to wait and see what happens with the undisputed title between Charlo and Castano. But a lot of things seem to be on their way, but he's got a big test if the fight with Patrick Teixeira goes through. Personally, I wouldn't pick Kurbanov to win that fight, but hey, anything can happen. I do think he's got a chance, so we'll see what goes on. But that's what I got for my number 8 super welterweight in the world right now at 154 pounds as my 2021 year-end top 10s continue. That was Magomed Kurbanov, the undefeated Russian contender. Hope you enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.